Shiloh, a Requiem. The Battle of Shiloh near Pittsburgh Landing on the banks of the Tennessee River was one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War. In April of 1862, the war had been raging for over a year. After the North had captured Fort Henry and then Fort Donelson, the first two significant Union victories in the Western theater of the Civil War, the Confederates, led by General Albert S. Johnston, were forced to fall back to Mississippi, giving up Kentucky and most of West and Middle Tennessee. Pursuing them, the Union Army of the Tennessee under the command of Major General Ulysses S. Grant received orders to pause near the Tennessee-Mississippi border to wait for reinforcements from Major General Don Carlos Buell and the Union Army of the Ohio. The ultimate military objective of this campaign was the crucial intersection of the Charleston to Memphis and Mobile to Ohio railways. Over 110,000 Americans, 65,085 for the North and 44,968 for the South, would fight each other for 2 days. The Confederate forces made a surprise attack on Grant's encamped troops on the morning of April 6. The initial advantage went to the South, and Johnston was confident that victory was within his grasp. However, Union resistance stiffened. Fighting around the whitewashed Shiloh church, from which the battle takes its name, was particularly intense. Late in the day, Confederate morale took a staggering blow when General Johnston was killed. Union forces managed to hold their own until nightfall. After the arrival of General Buell during the night, the Union counterattacked the next morning, and the rebels retreated into Mississippi. What initially looked like a Confederate victory ended up as a tactical, if extremely costly, victory for the Union. No soldier who took part in the 2 days engagement at Shiloh ever spoiled for a fight again, recalled one Union veteran. We wanted a square, stand-up fight, and we got all we wanted of it. Herman Melville, better known for his fiction than his poetry, wrote the following poem about the Battle of Shiloh. Skimming lightly, wheeling still, the swallows fly low over the field in clouded days, the forest field of Shiloh. Over the field where April rain solaced the parched ones stretched in pain, through the pause of night that followed the Sunday fight around the church of Shiloh. The church so lone, the log-built one, that echoed to many a parting groan, and natural prayer of dying foemen mingled there. Foemen at morn, but friends at eve, fame or country least their care, what like a bullet can undeceive. But now they lie low, while over them the swallows skim, and all is hushed at Shiloh. It was a bloody battle indeed. The Battle of Shiloh accounted for almost 24,000 American casualties. The Confederate Army listed 1,728 killed, 8,012 wounded, and 959 captured or missing. Union forces listed 1,754 killed, 8,408 wounded, and 2,885 captured or missing. Corpses littered the battlefield in every direction. General Grant later said, "It would have been possible to walk across the clearing in any direction, stepping on dead bodies without a foot touching the ground." Shiloh was the bloodiest battle up to that time in the Civil War. In fact, this single battle had more American casualties than the Revolutionary War, the War of 1812, and the Mexican-American War combined. Although there would be bloodier battles later on, principally Antietam, it was clear to both sides that with the immense loss of human life on both sides, neither side could hope any longer for a quick end to the war, which was now already in its second year. As we remember this costly episode in American history, looking back 150 years, a final irony remains. The word Shiloh means place of peace in Hebrew.